In this video, we're going to discuss the pros and cons of living right here in Coppell, Texas, so stay tuned. My name is Richard Soto with VIP Realty right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button as we do weekly videos talking all about living, working, and playing right here in the DFW Metroplex. One of the great things about living in Coppell is the community amenities. As you can see right behind me, Coppell has awesome parks throughout the city. So if your children like to get out in the sun, run around, and have a great time, Coppell is going to be a great city for you. Right here in this particular park, my youngest son and I, Nathan, will bring our full ensemble of Black Panther. He'll dress up as Batman or what have you. We get our dart guns. We have our buckets full of darts. We run around shooting each other. I'm sure we upset some people in the process since the darts are flying everywhere. But we absolutely love that Coppell has so many amenities and so many parks that you can get a lot of free entertainment from. A big reason living in Coppell is considered so desirable is its terrific sense of community and neighborhoods. Coppell is a very safe and comfortable town in the middle of the DFW Metroplex, only about 41,000 in population. Median household income is about 130,000, and there are plenty of gated communities, with more than 86% of the population considered married and 45% with kids under the age of 18. Coppell would be considered a very suitable city for families. So I'm still here at Andy Brown Park, and as you can see behind me, I'm at the core, which is basically a recreational center for the city, which has a great outdoor pool. They have waterfalls, splashing areas, and not only that, if you're like myself and don't want to be out in the hot sun, they have an indoor pool as well, and they have a nice gym that's been newly renovated, as well as an indoor basketball court. I believe it has 2 courts. We used to come here and train when my son was young, so plenty of things to do besides just the swings and slides. This is a great place here in Coppell, and you'll see a lot of kids out here during the summer having a blast, including my youngest. You can definitely find us here during the summer. So another great thing about living in Coppell is the location. So if you travel like we do, the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport is literally about 5 minutes down the road. You can get to DFW Airport. Downtown Dallas is very accessible. It's about 20-25 minutes. Downtown Fort Worth, we're looking at about 30 minutes. So it's very centrally located, which that's another reason that I love Coppell. Plenty of highways where you can access major entertainment venues, or if you want to get out of town and go down to Houston, 45 South, you can get on 35 South and head to San Antonio or Austin to the Hill Country. So if you don't like to be home like myself and you're always out and about, Coppell is a great location, unlike some of the other cities that, in my opinion, are too far north or too far south. Coppell is in a great location where you can get to wherever you want to be. So one of the main pros of living in Coppell, Texas is the Coppell Independent School District. Years ago, when I first purchased my first home, I chose Coppell specifically because of the ISD. The Independent School District is not only one of the best school districts in the entire DFW Metroplex, it's actually one of the best school districts in the entire state of Texas. Most school-aged children who reside in Coppell are eligible to attend Coppell ISD schools. 4 subdivisions located in East Coppell are served by the Carrollton Farmers Branch Independent School District. 1 subdivision located in North Coppell is served by the Louisville Independent School District. Elementary, middle, and high school are all A+ in their ratings. Okay, so once again, we're here at our lunch break, and we're at Anamia's right here in Coppell. absolutely my favorite restaurant. So if you're ever in town, I highly recommend that you dine here. And if you do, you're going to need to order two different things. Number one is the mojitos. Some of my favorite mojitos are made right here. As you can see, it's got the sugarcane stick. So if you're into alcoholic beverages, I typically order a margarita, but when I'm here, I love their mojitos. And number two is the tableside guacamole, which is the best anywhere. I'm talking better than Mi Dia from scratch, Mi Cocina, wherever you could go, it's the best tableside guacamole. Okay, so I am in Old Town Coppell, and we are going to start with the cons of living in Coppell, which is going to be the cost of living. I actually need a haircut. As you can see, we're passing a barber shop, and I wish I could pay $5, $2, whatever the prices were way back in the day. However, we know that's not the case. So in regards to the cost of living in Coppell, you're definitely not living back in the 70s. So if you plan on moving here, be ready to spend some money because Coppell is not cheap. Look at this old time gas tank. I wish I could fill up for $5, but you and I both know we're gonna have to spend about $50 to fill up that gas tank. Now let's start with some of the cons. The number one con of living right here in Coppell, Texas is going to be the cost of living. So if you're on a budget and trying to save money, go ahead and scratch Coppell off your list because this is not going to be the city for you. Compared to the national average, the cost of living in Coppell is nearly 30% higher than the rest of the US, which is significantly higher. Groceries, housing, transportation, and miscellaneous costs like entertainment and restaurants are well above the national average cost of living. Coppell has one of the highest property taxes in North Texas. The total combined property tax rate in Coppell is 2.71 compared to Frisco at 2.11 and Plano at 2.18. So another con of living in Coppell is the fact that there is not much new construction. So if you're wanting to purchase a new home, the inventory is going to be very limited as there's not much land left in Coppell, and most of the active listings are going to be older. On a good note, they're mostly going to be renovated. However, if you want new construction, it's going to be hard to find. And I'm actually in one of my favorite neighborhoods. It's Red Hawk. And as you can see, they have beautiful homes here. I believe they have 3 lots left. There's one right behind me, and even this one. It's already sold. So it's going to be hard to purchase a new home in Coppell, very desirable area. And if it's a must-have on your list to build, act quickly and take up one of the few lots that are left. It can be hard to find a home in Coppell depending on your price range. The demand exceeds the supply. It's a small city of less than 40,000 and homes vary widely in price. When a good home hits the market, you have to move fast. The median home price in Coppell is around $408,000 compared to Dallas, which is only $195,000, and the national average median home price is around $231,000. That is roughly 122.8 higher than the Texas average. So another con of living in Coppell is the lack of entertainment and shopping. So if you're a shopper, Coppell is going to be an issue for you because there's not any shopping malls. The nearest mall in Coppell is going to be the Louisville Mall, and that's not the place that you want to go shop at, I can assure you. So my boys and I would typically have to drive to Dallas to the North Park Mall, which obviously is the best mall in the DFW Metroplex, or we drive to Frisco to the Stonebriar Mall. So lack of shopping is an issue in Coppell. In addition to that, restaurants. There aren't many restaurants in Coppell whatsoever. The best place in Coppell, as you already know, is going to be Anamia's. And that's pretty much it because there's not a lot of options. So shopping, lack of entertainment is definitely going to be a con right here in Coppell. I hope you received some value from this video. If you're thinking about making a move anywhere throughout the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex or throughout Texas, don't hesitate to give us a call. We would be happy to assist you with your next real estate transaction. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.